Hello and welcome to Sansad TV. I am Akhilesh Suman and you are watching a special report. In this report, we are going to show you the glimpses of Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu's visit to Karnataka in August 2021.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu in Karnataka. In the state capital Bengaluru, the Vice President gave a call to strengthen the skill development and employment schemes Samarth and Saksham Bharat. He also explained their significance to a select gathering of scientists and technicians at the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited facility.
It is our duty to assure that our armed forces are fully prepared, equipped to handle any challenge and repel any security threat firmly. Therefore, self-reliance in defense and aerospace technology assumes paramount importance to create a Samarth or Saksham Bharat. The government has taken several policy initiatives and reforms to promote indigenation and self-reliance. Our Prime Minister is Narendra Bhai Modi. He gives more importance to self-reliance in every sector, not only in defense sector. He has come out with this Atmanirbhar Bharat mission. Draft defense production and export promotion policy was released last year with a goal to achieve a turnover of 25 billion US dollars, including export of 5 billion US dollars in the aerospace and defense sector by 2025. The policy draws up a roadmap to propel India into the league of the top countries in the defense sector by encouraging research and development regarding innovation and creation of Indian IP ownership. To ease the flow of investment, the government has enhanced FDI in the defense sector up to 74% through automatic route and up to 100% by government route. Significantly, 2 defense corridors are being set up in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. As a big step to promote indigenation in defense sector, the Ministry of Defense has notified first positive indigenation list of 101 items in 2020 and second positive indigenization list of 108 items this year.
The Vice President also underscored the need to develop an aerospace hub to address skills shortage in the sector.
The early identification and proper grooming of this talent. You should ensure, I met some of these youngsters there, that they are young, but they are innovative. They are coming up with innovation for the betterment of the nation. So you should ensure that the best and brightest minds of the country join research and development in the aerospace and defense sector. Creating a synergy between academia and industry for developing an aerospace hub is the need of the hour to promote innovation and address the issues of skill shortage in this key sector. Another aspect that requires the attention of policy planners is the need to involve private partners. You are doing it, but you have to do it in a big way. In defense projects for fruitful results, we will have to depend on strategic partnerships, technology sharing and teamwork to ensure that we build competitive products which are comparable with best from across the globe. Recently, the Indian Air Force has placed orders for 83 Tejas fighter jets, and I am told that about 500 Indian companies, including MSMEs, will be working with HAL in this procurement. We must give more and more encouragement to MSMEs. This is a praiseworthy initiative that would not only bring cost effectiveness, but also help in meeting the production timeline.
At the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited facility, the Vice President inspected the Dhruv helicopter and the Tejas fighter jet. Both the flying machines have been indigenously developed by Indian scientists. In his interaction with engineers and technicians, the Vice President emphasized the nation's need to become self-reliant in defense. while strengthening collaboration with strategic partners to overcome funding and technology challenges. Accompanying the Vice President during his visit, Karnataka Governor Thawar Gehlot informed that Hindustan Aeronautics Limited had received fresh manufacturing orders from the Defence Ministry, indicating the increasing credibility enjoyed by this government-owned company.
मैसूर सरकार के सहयोग से दूरदर्शी श्री वालचंद हीराचंद जी द्वारा मेरी जानकारी अनुसार 23 दिसंबर 1940 को बेंगलुरु में हिंदुस्तान एयरक्राफ्ट कंपनी के रूप में इस संस्थान की स्थापना हुई थी। इसका उद्देश्य भारत में आधुनिक विमान निर्माण करने का था। मुझे ये कहते हुए खुशी हो रही है कि इस उद्देश्य की पूर्ति में एचएएल के सभी माननीय अधिकारीगणों ने, कर्मचारियों ने अथक प्रयास करके इस भावना को पूर्ण करने में सफलता प्राप्त की है। मैं एचएएल को भारतीय रक्षा एरोस्पेस के क्षेत्र में 75 से अधिक वर्ष सफलतापूर्वक पूर्ण करने के लिए बधाई देता हूं और भविष्य के लिए मेरी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
On 16th of August, the Vice President visited the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, where he unveiled the foundation stone of its Innovation and Development Center.
It received numerous accolades and recognitions at both national and international arena, and today is another important step.
Later addressing scientists at the center, the Vice President called for strenuous efforts to align research with agriculture and health.
Well, this institute is known for conducting cutting-edge research in a wide range of areas. I would like to suggest that the scientists and researchers here to undertake research in new emerging areas of science like synthetic biology, computational biology, high performance engineering material and artificial intelligence. It is also equally important and useful to the country if you are able to focus your attention on agriculture research, because agriculture research, agriculture is the basic culture of our country. We need to support agriculture by new innovations, by providing new solutions to the challenging problems they are facing. If we talk about global scenario, I find this institute has made excellent impact on the international arena by positioning itself among the top institutions in its area of expertise. I hope it will continue to maintain its standing and continue on its quest for excellence, making it one of the best universities in the world.
As an autonomous institution, the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Research is a deemed university. It performs cutting-edge research in material and related sciences. It functions under the Union Ministry of Science and Technology.
Well, that was in 1989, just around that time, coinciding with birth centenary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The government and the DST set up, they thought that there should be an institute, doing some specialized research, multidisciplinary research. So they decided that this kind of a center should come up, and that was the birth of it, 1989. So from the beginning, we have been into doing multidisciplinary research, material science, frontiers of new chemistry, engineering sciences, disease biology, molecular biology, evolutionary biology, and even some geodynamics related aspects. So we are truly into multidisciplinary. We are into small units. So each unit is consisting of around 6 to 8 faculty members and with a group of students working with them, research students. So we truly carry out with hardly any boundaries, between the subject areas. People interact across the units and produce research output which is truly interdisciplinary.
The center was founded by eminent scientist and Bharat Ratna Award winner Professor C.N.R. Rao. It is one of the few organizations that are trying to commercialize their research by collaborating with the industry. The center has many patents in its name, besides networking and collaborating with many similar national and international organizations.
I must emphasize here the kind of mentorship this institute got. We have been here now last 3 decades, from nothing to what we are today. This mentorship has come from none other than Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao. So from day one, he has nurtured the place, and it has grown to be a place now very well known globally for its research activities and output. So we are ranking very high globally. You take any type of ranking system, whether it is NIRF, in 2017 we fourth internationally, right? So we have always stood one among the few on the top. Even this year, Nature Index, one of the very prestigious ranking system, Nature Index has put us in material science area 23rd among the 50 rising institutions. Globally, if you take institutions, use all the parameters to calculate, we stand at 23rd position.
So any major research or patent you have done till now?
A lot of them. We have around 300 patents in our box now. And many have seen technology translation. And few have led to even startups. We have currently 4 startups functioning. When I mean startup, these are inventions done in-house. And our own faculty colleagues who have done the inventions have taken it out in the form of a startup. So 5th one is about to be launched now. So it is almost a routine activity, doing invention and how it connects to society. And is there a provision to do any possible business enterprise like startup? So we explore all the avenues.
The proposed Innovation and Development Center will provide startup and incubation facilities to students. It will be based inside the Arkavati campus. But for now, innovation is being conducted from the main campus alone.
Foundation or the facility, we would like to develop the prototype of the thing, proof of concept, and showcase and nurture them to take it to the full industrial scale production of the technology. The rest would be more to do with the science, where you want to take that as the main component from which we would like to have the commercialization. If that aspect is there, our innovation center would like to host them and then essentially develop a platform wherein which they can interact with our scientists and also take it to the commercialization. That would be our emphasis. As Vice President indicated, agriculture, I would like to give 2 examples which we again showcased to Vice President. One was regarding pheromone technology, wherein which nanomatrix is used to hold these pheromones, wherein which insects are trapped by the pheromone attraction. By eliminating chemical pesticides, we are going to have a great impact on pest control using pheromone, which is already commercialized in partnership with the private industry, and it is being used in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh farmers.
Take a look at this instrument called Oxygeny. It can be easily maneuvered and produces oxygen sufficient for 6 people. It has been developed by local talent. The Vice President felicitated eminent scientist Professor C.N.R. Rao. He also presented the M. Vishweshwaraya Memorial Award to eminent educationist M.R. Jairam, who is also the chairman of M.S. Ramaiah Group of Institutions in Karnataka.
The innovation systems must improve further. The work and the focus should be more on this. India has been ranked as the 48th most innovative nations in the world. We are a great nation. We are ancient civilization. Our forefathers have given us so much knowledge, and there is inherent knowledge in our youngsters. What we need is to encourage, to upgrade those skills so that they can contribute their might to the country and its progress. With all the potentiality, we can grow further. We can become a real welfare state for establishing a Ramarajya, where there is no poverty, where there is no anarchy, where there is no discrimination, gender, social, or any other discrimination. If you want to move towards this, we must improve the systems. That's why there is reforms, stress on reforms. That's why this accelerated progress is top on the agenda.
The 10-day-long visit of Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu from 16th to 25th August included tours to many places of scientific, business and energy and cultural importance in Karnataka.
Vice President Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu also visited Tungabhadra Dam, that is very famous and that is very important in the development of Karnataka and also the neighboring states.
Along with his wife Usha Naidu and other family members, the Vice President visited the famous Tungabhadra Dam.
Which leads to again prosperity in the area because of the water supply to the people. I'm happy to know that for 4 years continuously this dam is full. 18, 19, 20, 21. I hope in future also that this reservoir is always full and takes care of the backward areas of Karnataka and also Rayalaseema, partly Telangana, and all these regions and make farmers happy. We must build as many water bodies as possible wherever there is a possibility, wherever there is no problem, wherever there is no dispute. We must create small manicuts, preserve water instead of allowing it to go to the waste. The river linking project is a dream of the people of India. That should really be implemented, and all the states must come forward to join the scheme so that the water which is going waste to sea from various rivers, be it Mahanadi, be it Godavari, be it Krishna, be it Tungabhadra, of course it goes and joins the Krishna. All this water, if it can be preserved, even the Kaveri, that side, that can be preserved, used. That will be very useful for the prosperity of the farming community, prosperity of the nation.
Built across a tributary of the Krishna River, the Tungabhadra Dam is in Hospet, Vijayanagar district of Karnataka. It is a multi-purpose dam that serves the purposes of both irrigation and electricity generation. A joint project of the erstwhile Hyderabad state and erstwhile Madras Presidency, the construction later became a joint venture of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh after their statehood. It was completed in 1953.
That will be very useful for the prosperity of the farming community, prosperity of the nation. मैं सचमुच में यहाँ आके ये पानी का ये दृश्य देख के मन में बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ, क्योंकि मैं खुद किसान का बेटा हूँ और खेती करते रहा काफ़ी साल तक। अभी वहाँ दिल्ली में ये संविधान उच्च स्तरीय पद पे पहुँचने के बाद भी मेरा मन हमेशा गांव के ओर और किसानों के हित में सोचते हैं और देखते हैं हम लोग। इसलिए मैंने मेरा पोता पोती को भी लाया, वो लोग को भी दिखाने के बच्चों को भी दी, क्योंकि भविष्य ये तो इन लोगों का है, इसलिए उनको भी जानकारी होना चाहिए इसका बैकग्राउंड, ये प्रोजेक्ट कैसा बना और अभी कैसा चल रहा है, इससे क्या फ़ायदा होगा, सब जानकारी नया पीढ़ी को भी होना चाहिए। बिकॉज Water is going to be a major issue in the coming days. So that's why reduce, reuse, recycle water. That has to be the mantra for all of us, and people across the country, they should really join together to conserve and preserve water. Rainwater harvesting at individual level is also equally important. I hope that people will give enough attention to this important aspect of public life also.
During his visit, the Vice President was the chief guest at many cultural events performed by local artists in Karnataka. He visited Hampi, where he saw performances of artists of different age groups. In Bengaluru, the Vice President celebrated Raksha Bandhan with school children. He also interacted with folklore artists virtually.
Band Patar in Kashmir to Burra Katha in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, from Bhavai in Gujarat to Jatra in Bengal and Odisha. Each part of the country has its rich signature of folk traditions. Our folklore traditions like Jatra were critical in bringing political and social awareness to our masses during the struggle for independence. Although the folklore is highly localized, it embodies the true spirit of diversity and multiculturalism in India. The use of local language is an important aspect of folklore in India. It's a better communication. There is a saying that showcases linguistic diversity in India. Kos kos par badle pani, char kos par bani, just like the taste of water changes every few kilometers. Language does too. Protecting our mother tongue and encouraging people to speak in their mother tongue is one mission that is very close to my heart. Folklore in India has thrived in history largely to the patronage it enjoyed in rural areas. In fact, rural India and folklore cannot be separated. Our civilization values and cultural traditions are embedded in our rural life. So friends, these lifelines of our culture, it's a lifeline of our culture. And folklore and oral traditions are slowly eroding. It should be stopped. It should be protected. It should be promoted. It should be encouraged. It should be a passion. And you must have passion. And it should become part of the fashion to go to the old traditions and then sing these songs. What is required is patronage by people, by people's representatives, by government, and also by cultural bodies, as well as radio and Doordarshan are doing a great job, but they must focus more and more on these Janapadas. The communities that once practiced these art forms are vanishing. We should protect them, we should promote them. The younger generations among them migrating to other jobs because they feel these traditions, these jobs are menial. No, they are great jobs. We should create demand. We should not be influenced and carried away by the Western culture. With such a great culture we have, why should we follow and practice other cultures? Our folk traditions reflect our cultural roots. Once permanently lost, they cannot be recovered. On this day, let us...
In an effort to boost efforts to combat COVID-19, the Vice President took part in a free vaccination program conducted by the Give India Foundation in Bengaluru. He also urged all people's representatives to turn the COVID-19 vaccination into a people's movement.
I appeal to all the members of Parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, to members of Assembly and Council, to the corporators, mayor to corporator, and then Jilla Parishad chairman to Taluk Panchayat to Sarpanch. Everyone should take this as a drive and then see to it that his constituency, his panchayat, his municipality, his corporation, his Jilla Parishad or his MLA constituency. Challenge is, you must see to it that everybody is vaccinated. That is the target. Day and night you must work for that. Move among the people. Then only it will succeed. Any amount of government alone, giving advertisement, publicity alone, will not succeed. Of course, they have to do their duty. So, this is a task to be taken by the people's representatives. We have to take a vow that we will protect our people by vaccinating our people.
During the visit of Vice President Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu to Karnataka, the state government also announced a major vaccination program against COVID-19. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu urged everyone to participate in it and make it a people's movement.
Karnataka was among the states that bore the brunt of the first two waves of COVID-19. Since the spread of vaccination efforts have helped in a big way to control its spread. Karnataka Governor Thawar Gehlot and Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai were also present at the occasion to take the vaccination movement to the grassroots.
So that's all in this report by Akhilesh, Suman and camera person Sanjay Kumar from Karnataka. Thank you for watching the report.